Hi Paula, it's your instructor. We're going to go ahead and review your assignment 7. Assignment 7 looks at introduction and it looks at conclusion and works cited. So let's go ahead and talk about the introduction. You're having some difficulty with introduction. Okay, I had posted notes on how to write an introduction and you did not follow them. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what did I ask you to do? All right. Okay. So in order to write an introduction, okay, you need to do the following things. All right. Step 1 is write the metaphor hook. Step 2 is to go ahead and do a soapstone. Step 3 is to go ahead and write an implicit thesis. How many sentences? Okay, let's go ahead and note that in a different color. Okay, this is 1 sentence, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so here you should have 8 sentences in your introduction. I've mentioned many times in our class that a good paragraph is 8 to 12 sentences. All right, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. If I want, I can add a sentence to represent the counter argument paragraph, and I could do that right here if I wanted to, okay? But I don't think I had put that in the notes, so we can do it either way, it doesn't matter. All right, the other thing that I have to do to be able to write my introduction is I always have to think about the outline of my essay, okay? The outline of my essay. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say what my outline is. Okay, so my whole essay, all right, this is an umbrella, is that nursing facilities or nursing homes, things like this, nursing facilities are best. Okay, then I have to go ahead and explain why, then I have to go ahead and explain why nursing facilities are best. And so I'm going to go ahead and represent that. This is my umbrella, okay? So in my essay, I then have a counter argument, and then I have the 3 arguments here. When I look at your essay, I go ahead and I see what the 3 things were that you identified. So the very first body paragraph that you write is about the activities are excellent. Then in in argument paragraph 2, you write about safety. And in argument paragraph 3, you go ahead and you write about the fact that you have healthcare professionals, okay, on staff. Okay, so this is the outline of my essay. Yes, I have an introduction and conclusion, but I don't need to look at that in order to write. So I like writing the body of my essay first because now I'm finished and I can look at all the things that I did in my essay and write a perfect introduction. So let's go ahead now and create some space for that introduction. So remember we said that there's going to be 7 sentences. The first sentence is going to be my metaphor hook. The second sentence that I'm going to write, okay, is going to be then I'm going to do my soapstone. Sorry. S-O-A. Let me get some more space. P, S, and then tone, right? And then the last thing that I do is my thesis or my claim. Okay, so you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? You see all these things that you're going to do. That's my 8 sentences. Now, the secret is that within the soapstone, okay, all of these, if I want to, I can go ahead and actually remove the order of these things around. They don't have to stay in this order. Okay, so sometimes I move them, all right? Remember, you should know what these stand for, okay? Just to remind you, this is for speaker, okay? This is for occasion, this is for audience, this is for purpose, Okay, and this is for subject. Don't know what just happened there. Let me go ahead and fix it. Okay, and this is for subject. Okay, so who, when you think of speaker, you ask yourself, who is it that says that nursing home facilities are best? And then I'm going to say, experienced medical personnel. All right. What's the occasion? Like, what's happening in the world that people are even debating if they should put their elderly parent, in a nursing home or keep their elderly parent at home? What's happening? Yeah, we have, you know, aging family members. Okay. You can talk also that, the baby boom generation is now getting old, and there's so many old people. Okay. Audience, who do you think is going to be reading your paper? Family members who need to make this decision about where to put the elderly family member. What's the purpose of your essay? Yeah, to inform people as to the advantages, okay, of the nursing facility. Okay, I'm abbreviating everything here. They're just notes. And what's the subject of my paper? Okay, and I'm going to say that my subject is nursing facilities. Okay, what's my tone? My tone, I'm enthusiastic, but I got to be careful with that. I want to be encouraging and motivating. Let me go ahead and put this. And then my thesis, I'm going to leave this blank for right now. Okay, so notice how I have all these notes now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to organize my notes and see what I want to write and where I'm going to write it. All right, so obviously my number one sentence is the metaphor, right? Okay, sorry about that. First sentence is metaphor. Then I'm going to say something about we're talking about nursing homes. I'll make that number 2. And then I'm going to talk about that what's happening in the world today, that why this is even a topic. Then I'm going to talk about, that it's medical personnel that know the ins and the outs, and that they're speaking to these people, about this, an effort to do this, and this is number 8. Okay. So in my mind, I just tried to figure out how I'm going to string together all these sentences. All right. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the actual writing of the sentences. Okay. So I'm going to start here. Okay. Metaphor hook. What is a metaphor? A metaphor is when you compare two unlike things without using the words like or as. Oh, there have been waves of sadness in my life. I'm comparing a wave to the emotion of sadness entering in my life. I get two unlike things and I bring them together, and I didn't use the word like or as. Okay, if I say, that my life has been an obstacle course, I have one hurdle after another. It's been a race that I've never completed. But now that I can see the finish line, I'm so motivated to get there. You see how I compared my life to an obstacle course, talking about the hurdles as the difficult things, right? So that's what you're doing. You're trying to make something creative. I always think about the subject of my paper. You're writing about aging people sending their families into nursing homes. What could we compare a nursing home to that's positive? Because you have a positive message here. Could we say that a nursing home is a second home? So I can compare a nursing home to a person's real home. Okay, let's try to do something like that. All right. So we're just trying to be creative. That's ultimately what happens. All right. So I know this is really messy, but number one, okay, I'm going to go ahead and start writing here. And let's see. So I'm going to say nursing homes serve as an extension to a family's living room. Nursing homes are glad to open their doors to loved ones who need help. Okay, this idea about opening their doors. Okay, so that's my creative idea. My goal is that I want you guys to be creative. Number two.
Good morning, students and teachers. The alarm system is going to be tested. Please disregard any alarm if it goes off. Once again, the alarm system is going to be tested. Please disregard any alarms at this time. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Okay, number two, subject nursing facilities. Okay, so here we have nursing facilities, and we're going to say, let's go ahead and write a sentence. One thing I forgot to say is that when you're writing, everything has to have a negative tone because you're expressing a problem, right? That only makes sense. So let's go back here. Number two, a subject, nursing facilities. Okay, so I'm going to say, unfortunately, many people have painted a picture of okay. So I said I was going to write a sentence about the nursing facilities and I have to be negative. So did I do that? Unfortunately, many people have painted a picture of nursing homes as depressing environments that fail to show the love and support families provide their loved ones. Let's get rid of love because I used the word twice. The support families provide their loved ones in the comfort of their own homes. Let's emphasize that. All right, number two. Okay, so here let's go ahead and mark it off. Done, done. Let's now go to three, occasion. All right, so we have to write about this in a negative way, right? Okay, let's go now to number three. Let's see, something about, however, as elderly parents become a hazard living alone at home, their children are forced to put their parents in a nursing home against their will. Okay. So I thought about writing this idea about the baby boomer generation, but I didn't do it. That's okay. Did I write about what's happening in the world today, why people are even considering nursing homes? However, as elderly parents become a hazard living at home, is this what's happening? Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cross out number 3. Move on to number 4. Who's speaking? Medical professionals. Okay, so here, did I write about medical personnel? Yes, I did. All right, let's move on. I made it clear that medical professionals are the one who know the truth. I'm writing my paper as a speaker, as a medical professional. Okay. Now I go to number 5, audience, family members, and decision. Okay. You notice how I use negative words like plague, right? Okay. Number 5, negative words. I have to use audience, family members, decision. Okay. Done. Okay, now I've finished, wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay, so I finished this one. Okay, now I'm on number 6, purpose, inform people of the advantages of nursing facilities. Okay, okay, did I do that? Yes, let's move on. I'm on number 7, tone. Sorry, I'm on number 7, tone, motivate. I'm going to get rid of that word thus. Okay, motivate. Okay, you saw how that one came out. And then last thing is thesis. Okay, you have a thesis. Let me go ahead and look at what your thesis is. Your thesis is nursing facilities provide quality care. Sorry. Okay, so now I can see, oh, I have my 8 sentences. Now let me make it look like a real paragraph. I'm going to delete my notes, right, over here. Make sure I haven't messed up my formatting. Okay, go ahead and delete all this information. And then when I finish deleting it, making this look like a paragraph, nobody will ever be able to tell that I used a formula to create this paragraph. And now I'm going to go ahead and indent my first, oops, let's delete that, indent my first line. I don't know why that's not allowing me to do that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and read it. Nursing homes are glad to open their doors to loved ones who need help. Unfortunately, many people have painted a picture of nursing homes as depressing environments that fail to show the support families provide their loved ones in the comfort of their own homes. However, as elderly parents become a hazard living alone at home, their children are forced to put their parents in a nursing home against their will. Medical professionals have done their best to assure these families that their elderly parents will be in a better environment. Yet families are still plagued with uncertainty. These family members must feel comfortable with this tough decision. It is imperative that people today learn why nursing home facilities are no longer the dreary and lonely institutions that movies often depict. To help families make the best decision, nursing homes are encouraging them to visit their facilities, which they are confident will change the opinions of hesitant families. Nursing facilities provide quality care to their residents, enabling seniors to enjoy their golden years. Okay, this, my friend, is what you were supposed to do. Okay, briefly, let's go ahead and take a look at your introduction. Okay, and let me show you the things I don't want you to be doing. All right, never say you. Okay, our. Get away from asking questions. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong, but it's not good. Okay, and I want you to be a good writer. So, here you have your, all right, you don't, this is what you call writing in, this is second person, first person, okay? So, see, second person, right? If you do second person, you're only speaking to one person and you don't encourage an entire audience. That's why people don't like it. Our, it sounds too, that you're writing about yourself and you're not including the audience. So for those reasons, we write in third person. Look, you don't have any, what happened to the 8 sentences? And then here in the beginning, you're supposed to have a metaphor hook. You do rhetorical question. Never in our class have we done rhetorical question. Why? Okay, why don't I like rhetorical question? Everybody's done it for the past 50 years. Let's do something new. Okay, so why are carbs not good for people trying to trim and cut? It's ineffective. It's played out. Stay away from it. Okay. And then you just didn't follow, the soapstone. All right. Soapstone. This is an amazing strategy. Remember that soapstone stands for subject, occasion, audience, purpose, speaker, and tone. Okay. This helps me think about what it is that I am going to be writing about. And it gives me a nice overview of my topic. Okay. All right, so we're done with the introduction. I'll go ahead and create another quick video regarding your conclusion and works cited. Thank you very much for everything that you're doing in class, and keep it up.